It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And it's Chicago to start out. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Pachulia in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Butler. A baseline J. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Butler's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Bulls.
The Bulls last year with a surprisingly disappointing season. They missed the playoffs for the first time since 2008, ended up 9th in the East, one spot out of the playoffs.
It's good from long range. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's pretty good at catch and shoot. You know he's feeling it right now.
Down low. Here's Mirotic. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly, because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that.
Here's Rondo following the score by Golden State. Here's the screen. Inside. Thompson with the rebound.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack.
On the wing, Green takes the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Beautiful stroke from Draymond, one of the best stretch fours in the game.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Durant against Butler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Steve, when you watch Jimmy Butler play, you have to pay attention at all times. He can just explode on a moment's notice and completely take over a game.
I just love Jimmy Butler on the offensive end. He came into this league known as a defender, hard work. But when no Derrick Rose, he turned into a guy that can score the basketball and is counted on that end.
Now here's Durant. And here's Green outside. A shot off that time.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
To the middle, here's Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And the Warriors last season leading the league in points, field goal percentage, assists, 3-pointers made. Steve, and 3-point percentage, you name it, they led it.
Yes, the 3-point shooting in particular, they lapped the competition. Far and away the best offensive team in the league, and they were no slouches defensively.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Rondo kicks to Lopez. himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Rondo from outside. How about that?
And Thompson kicks to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Mirotic. No good there. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Golden State moving it around. Inside, Lopez with the steal. Here's Wade. A beautiful reverse layup. Wade's got his first points of the night.
Wade is 6'4", but when he gets it down by the rim, he might as well be 7 feet. There's just no stopping him.
It's stolen by Rondo. In transition, here come the Bulls. And he makes good on the layup. Rondo's got 5.
Beautiful looking teardrop. That's a shot that almost impossible to block.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. The 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rondo fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
Passes it to Thompson. 1:57 left in the first. 6 to shoot for 3. Durant. That shot off the mark. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. It didn't take long for Coach Hoiberg to have his first taste of what it's like to be an NBA coach. Jimmy Butler famously said he wanted Hoiberg to coach the Bulls a lot harder during their struggles.
Well, they were used to being coached hard. I think for Hoiberg, he has to be himself. A coach has to have the players buy into their system. And you know what? Winning helps and losing doesn't.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Durant with the steal. All going up court. Curry kicks to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
The defender did his job, but it didn't matter. KD just too big, too good.
Here's Cannon. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Grant. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. Chicago grabs the miss.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
Cannon kicks to Felicio. Out to the wing. Here's Zipser. Again, Chicago.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
They are showing a lot of grit and grind, doing a nice job, both teams going back and forth at each other.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
If you're the defense, that's what you want to do. Make it uncomfortable for the offensive player.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Cannon. There's a good screen. Portis. A three-pointer, no good. And Steph Curry, a player with
anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
Pure hustle and desire for the ball on the glass. As long as they continue to give it their all, they'll be in outstanding shape.
They've got Portis. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Grant in at the 1 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. For Sean Livingston, a lot of his scores come from him hitting a jumper on a smaller guard. His post-up game and turnaround shot are one of the hardest things to stop in the league.
And so many people say, well, he has an advantage because of his size and height. But first of all, you got to have the ability and skills to handle the basketball as a point guard. And so what, you're down there with smaller guys. You have to have skill set to make those turnaround jumpers. And also the mid-range game, that's an art. Sean Livingston has mastered it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Curry on deep. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Grant. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Livingston, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, we know Stephen Curry is beloved by his teammates. One of his teammates, Sean Livingston, once said of him, he's one of the most humble superstars by far. It resonates throughout the locker room. But on the court, he has some swagger, some edge. Curry says, I'm still the same person. Still do the same stuff in my spare time. That keeps me grounded, keeps me normal. Guys?
And his character, just one more thing people appreciate. Thank you, David.
Well, after the Bulls said goodbye to Derrick Rose, you knew they were going to be in the market for a point guard. And Rajon Rondo stepped right in, and although not a direct replacement for what Rose brings, still a very strong signing. They could have done a lot worse when it comes to filling in that lead guard role. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Livingston. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Chicago shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wade with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on David West. And for Rajon Rondo, he showed GA that he was still an elite playmaker in his 1-year stop in Sacramento. He felt that Chicago, now with Dwayne Wade, was the perfect fit for him.
And Rondo wasted no time when he got to Chicago. It was apparently a big part of the recruiting effort that landed the team Wade. I mean, a lot of changes for the Bulls. But overall, you have to say with Rondo and Wade as their new backcourt, they're in a great spot.
It's deflected. Pushing it up. Here's Barnes. Oh,
yes.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Rondo following the score by Golden State. Lopez dishes to Wade. Takes a 3. Portis can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Iguodala outside. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Andre getting the offensive juices flowing. Just a confident player who likes taking those type of shots.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Butler against Iguodala. Butler passes to Lopez. 4 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Steve, I always hear you talking about your Spartans. Spartans this, Spartans that. Do you follow players more closely who enter the NBA out of Michigan State? I would think it's just natural.
No, for sure. I mean, I get
Our
a chance.
fans, they demand honesty.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I go up to Michigan State all the time, spend so much time. You got Draymond, you got Zach Randolph, Gary Harris, Adrian Payne, so many guys, Allen Anderson, so many guys in the NBA from Michigan State. It's hard not to follow, and we're a close-knit family.
It speaks to the program very well, doesn't it?
It speaks to leadership. Tom Izzo.
Yep. Now Rondo, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Rondo kicks to Portis, to the paint. Here's Wade. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
If you let Wade get the ball that deep, there really isn't anything you can do.
1:24 left now here in the second. Golden State moving the ball around. Nobody near Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Portis in the post, defended by Durant. Portis can't get it to go. The Warriors leading. Here's Barnes. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Barnes has got his second bucket tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Portis, the pass to Rondo. At the top of the key, Mirotic. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Look how assured Mirotic is, pulling the trigger immediately.
Livingston with it. 5 points in the game. Outside Durant. The screen from Thompson. Barnes outside. Barnes with another miss. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Green against Lopez.
Oh, did you see that? Just an exceptional take to the hoop by Green there. Looking to see him go up for slams like that more.
And here's Wade. Here's the 3. Drops in the tray. Wade's got 7. And a pretty tough.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Nobody had an answer for Draymond Green in the first. He had 11 points and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
That concludes our halftime.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
Just awesome on-court awareness, knowing when to take it to the hole as well as dish it out. That's why he is such a crucial member to this team.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Now here's Butler. For the lead. And it's Durant with the rebound. Golden State's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness. He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
Pass to Curry. He dishes it to Pachulia. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle, here's Lopez.
The Warriors started off last season by winning 24 straight. That was the longest streak to start a season in the history of major North American sports.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Lopez.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
Here's Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And you add in the wins to close the 2015 season. The Warriors had won 28 consecutive regular season games.
They were closing in on the Lakers' all-time record of 33 straight, set back in 71 and 72. One of the few records that eluded them. They took that hard start as motivation to go for 73.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Grant, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant. There's Cannon with the 3. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Thompson. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter. Cannon dishes to Lopez. Back to Cannon. All alone. Offensive rebound. Here's Felicio. The shot, no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella's lurking around.
Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Felicio's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they hold the lead.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. And with the Bulls, there has been a sense of disconnect between the front office and the coaching staff. We've read about it, we've heard about it, and the fans and the players, throw them into the mix too for quite some time. Steve, the stigma just hasn't gone away.
Something that would clear up everything if the Bulls could get back to just winning. The team starts to slide. There's a lot of finger pointing that's been going on in Chicago.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Robin Lopez. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's Cannon with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Cannon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Curry. Here's the screen. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Bulls trail by 5. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Grant down low. Curry meets him. No good from Grant. Lets it go from deep. It's Curry. That time on the assist from David West. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half. It's stolen by Livingston. Now the Warriors moving it up. West leading the charge. No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Cannon. Grant outside. To the inside. Felicio. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And wait to finish.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. These guys are relying on one man to beat us. He's getting into our paint at will.
That was a surprising move to me.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Sean Livingston. Picked by West. And here's Green outside, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 14 points for Draymond Green. And thinking back to the Bulls trade, it's never easy to move an all-star guard, but, you know, it probably had to be done.
Yes, it is. I mean, when you have an all-star, when you start talking about change, you want to get and bring in value. I think the Chicago Bulls, they had to do this. It's just going to take some time for this to settle in.
Clock is at 3. Here's Portis. Off the left rim and out.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
Chicago making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And there's the pass to Portis. Back to Mirotic. Butler against Barnes. Left side, Butler. The 3. West with some nice D.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Chicago right now, Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. 5 on the clock. Wade with it. Guarded now by Durant. Wade misses.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Curry kicks to Durant. Golden State moving the ball around. Green, no luck.
No defensive pressure. That's a three-point attempt. He loved to have that.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
Warriors leading by 7. Inside. Out to Thompson. Durant for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one. Chicago with the ball. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
And Matt Barnes. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
And it's Green with the jam.
And this game has Green stamp all over it. Just a dominant performance.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now here's Rondo. Outside Butler. Lopez a screen. Butler passes to Lopez. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Outside Rondo. Lopez a screen. Rondo dishes to Lopez. To the inside. Pachulia with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Up top, Pachulia. Back to Green. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Golden State. Well, we know the NBA has always valued scorers, guys who can put the ball in the basket and get paid to do it and do it well and do it a lot. Do you think, Steve, the great defenders are still undervalued in this NBA?
Yeah, I think so. I think people don't understand from my day to now, because of the new rules, no hand checking, no touching. You have guys now that's a premium to be able to guard some of these guys. The way they're scoring the basketball, you need more guys that can defend at an elite level than I think you did in the past.
Harder to play good defense or good offense?
I think harder to play good defense right now because you can't touch.
Right.
Guy coming at you, full speed, just a sleight of hand touch, it's a foul now.
So more effort, more hustle required on that end.
More team defensive minded right now, I think, as well.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Curry's shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Butler. A floater. The putback. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Warriors leading by 10. Outside Curry. Pachulia kicks to Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Option 1, 2, and 3 is to shoot the 3 ball, and they are shooting them from everywhere.
Now here's Wade. Heritage has a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's Green with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Wade's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Mirotic.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
He thrives in the open court. Such an aggressive finisher. He seemed like he was never going to come back down to earth. He hung in the air forever.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago.
Steph Curry was unanimous MVP from last season. There was no doubt he would be the MVP the way he played. He earned every first place vote for the award and swept the voting.
And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 14. Rondo passes to Butler. Here's Wade. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. From deep, Green. That shot off. And it's Chicago the other way. To the inside. Portis powered down with both hands.
Beautiful ball movement by Jimmy Butler. Constantly looking to set up his guys.
Butler against Thompson. The dish to Durant. Shoots the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 9 points for Kevin Durant.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
Tonight, they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality. And what a huge standout performance it was for Draymond Green.
This was a player who was determined to carry the offensive load for them. You could see it. He was saying, it's on me. I'm going to take over this basketball game, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's McCaw, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good. And the Warriors a very good defensive team, Steve, whether they're playing big or going small.
A reason why they have intelligent guys that know how to play the game of basketball on the defensive end. They switch a lot, they get their hands in the passing lane, and they are great communicators.
The Bulls making a switch here. Cannon's checked in.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Cannon nails both of them. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Pass to McCaw. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Barnes for 3. The shot's good on the assist by West.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
Leans inside. West with the block. The three from Barnes missed. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green.
Tell you what, he was not one of the guys the fans thought they would beat them, but that's exactly what happened. He went out there and played the best game of his life, and it's the #1 reason they're walking out of that building with a win.
He was a threat every time they fed him the ball. He was in attack mode offensively. So much confidence. Wow, unbelievable.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.